Alright, hello everyone. Let me get my mouth adjusted where I can breathe. I'm Milky Shepherd. How are you guys doing tonight? Today I'm doing a video talking about how I got into the furry fandom. A friend of mine was watching some furry videos on their phone and I didn't know anything about that, and they showed me and I thought that looked really neat and stuff. So I watched it with him some more, and so I started researching stuff on my own on it and was really intrigued by it, if that's the right word. And yeah, that was it. Started watching some videos on conventions, and I started out with the Anthrocon 2018 and 2019 dance competitions, and so I watched some of that, and then I found Stormy False. In Stormy False videos, he helps me find good information about fursuits and how to prepare for a furry convention. His videos are very useful in helping me discover what the fandom was about and stuff. And there's some different subject matter I discovered, but those weren't his current videos, those were older videos. But anyway, and then I looked through and I also found Ace of Hearts Fox. His videos have a lot of useful information, and they're so cool. His Fursuit Friday videos are so toony, and I like his fursuit a lot. He is so energetic. I also found Picari Rue, who has a lot of useful episodes in her bottle episodes that I really like to watch too. And I also found a website selling scammed fursuits like Cosmic Wuffies and stuff like that, and it made me so sad that they had done that. When I first got into the fandom, I knew nothing about these stolen fursuits, but as you can see, it's still on there, and they're stealing his fursuit ideas, and they're stealing Rivelo's is still being stolen, and a bunch of others, and it showed that it was for $500, and I was about to fall for the trap of buying it, but I knew nothing about it. And so I'm glad I listened to Stormy the Fourth and watched other people's videos about DHgate and other websites that sell stolen fursuits. But I almost fell for that because I knew nothing about it. And yeah, there's some more other ones you could see on there, like Quartz Husky and Arco Shepherd and a ton of others. Not all of them of which I know their names, I don't. But yeah. Some of those big makers, they can cost $4,000 to $6,000 or more. This suit was really decent priced. I commissioned for about $1,500 and stuff. These websites, it looked too good to be true, but I about fell for the trap because I didn't know anything about the fandom. I didn't know how this stuff works. I didn't know about commissioning. So anyway, so I avoided that. Anyway, and my very first convention video, like where somebody videos their experience, was Black Cheetah's 2019 TFF, Texas Furry Fiesta, my first convention. That's what her video was called. And I watched that and thought, and that really, oh man, that's what got me started. That video Black Cheetah made, Black Cheetah was the one responsible for turning me into furry. That was it. That was the turning point that made it 100% sure that I was into this. So here later on, in January, I went to my first furry convention called Anthro Expo 2020. It was supposed to be at the Windham Hotel, but it was under construction, so they moved it to the Sheraton OKC downtown. By the way, folks, my character is called Milky Shepherd. I got that name because I live in Oklahoma, and I don't know of any other furs that have named their character based on the state they live in. Like, I haven't heard anyone call themselves Big Tex Wolf from Texas or something, or Big Tex, or anything like that. So I thought it would be unique. So I named my character. My persona, though, I don't really have a backstory, but my persona, not just my persona, but me outside of suit. I really like Waylon Jennings, Patsy Cline, a little bit of David Allan Coe, and maybe a little bit of George Jones country music, and stuff like that. And I like some new pop. I'm not really into hip hop, but it depends on which one it is, if I like it or not. But I like pop songs too, like the one I used for My Wonderful Experiences at TFF. I really like that. That Sit Next to Me song, that song gives me chills every time I listen to it. Anyway, my first Anthro Expo 2020, so I show up there. I only went for one day, and I live in Woodward, in Woodward County, northwest Oklahoma, about 2.5 hours away, close to the Panhandle. So I went there, and it was so much fun. I took pictures with fursuiters for the first time. I got to see them in person, and I thought, this is so cool. Like, I met Pup Henry and some others, which upcoming video, next 1 or 2 videos, I don't know what I'm going to be putting my slideshow from that. I didn't do any video. Next convention I go to in fursuit, I'm going to try to do some vlogging and stuff. Yeah, that convention was amazing. I went to like some couple panels. The guest of honor at that convention was Booker Fox and Aurora Bloom. Aurora Bloom, I think, made her own fursuit, is what she said. So, anyway, that convention was wonderful, and I had so much fun. Here comes the motorcycle. Anyway, so I had to stop talking while that motorcycle went by, because it was too loud. Anyway, so that convention was amazing. I got to take a picture with the guest of honor and stuff. And I found my very first fursuit hug was a purple reindeer with bells. I don't know their name, but I also met Alexa, that was like a English Shepherd, and that fursuit was amazing. But yeah, I got a couple of hugs, fursuit hugs there, and that really warmed my heart. So here at the end of February, I only went for one day to TFF 2020. We stayed clear across town. We only stayed one night, and we had to stay like clear over in Plano, like a 20-minute drive, because I couldn't afford to stay at the Hyatt Regency because it cost too much on Reunion. And so I went there, and same thing as Anthro Expo, I took pictures pretty much all day long. I mingled. I didn't go to any panels at that one. All I did was mingle. And I wish I would have gone for more than one day, but I couldn't. But I met a whole bunch of fursuiters that were really nice and took pictures and got hugs. It was so wonderful, and that gave me a feel. That Anthro Expo 2020 was a small convention, probably about 500 attendees or so. TFF, I think, had like 5,000 attendees, so that gave me a big convention feel, and I definitely want to go to a big one again. And but yeah, I'm definitely going to go next year if they have it, if this stupid Corona crap is gone. I'll go to it, and I'm going to try to go all 3 days, or at least 2 days, and I want to take time to go to panels if I do. But anyway, when we were here at the TFF, or not, yeah, when we were at TFF, I went to my very first fursuit dance competition, and I thought that was pretty neat. And there's fursuiters that I didn't know about, the big name fursuiters when I saw them, but now that I watched the video and I've learned, I can tell from my pictures I took, I know who's more for less. I can tell who's a made for you suit and a Phoenix Nest suit, kind of like Cosmic Wuffy was Phoenix Nest. And I took pictures with maybe like 2 or 3 or more Mischief Maker suits. When I went to that convention, that was my second convention ever attend. I didn't know any of these big makers, and coming on my fursuit, I started really looking seriously, and I put a post on Facebook, and I found Alkali Vilkos, the from Possum Furries, and this was at the early part of May, and so I right away hit her up and stuff, and she started my fursuit ordering, and she had some problems with a fursuit scam site that scammed her out of the fur and was not going to give her money back. So she finally got the fur after they got things resolved, and she's making her daughter's fursuit with it, I think, the extra black. But yeah, and I got this thing last Thursday. This is, right now it's somebody's driving by. I don't know, I could see the reaction. They probably didn't know what in the world was going on right now. A dog sitting on a chair. Anyway, I'm at home right now anyway, doing this on the porch. But yeah, and so I commissioned her, and she completed it. 5 days ago, I got my fursuit, and have done some little stuff since, some videos. So yeah, it would be the 15th, I guess. My birthday, by the way, is coming up here this Saturday, June 20th. I'll be 24 in human years and dog years. So I'm 168 years old coming up in dog years. Man, I'm getting old, y'all. Can't believe it. But yeah, that's my birthday coming up here. And but yeah, that's how I got into the fandom. I just started watching some videos from like Stormy, Ace of Hearts Fox, and stuff like that. And went to conventions and finally got my fursuit. Only after waiting like a month and a half to get it, which is really good. I consider this a high quality fursuit. I like it. I'm not wearing my glasses currently because they fog up and they just get pushed against my face where I can't see anything. And so it's kind of cool outside. It's not that bad. It's getting dark, but anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my probably somewhat boring story. If not boring, well, I hope you enjoyed it. That's how I got into the furry fandom. Thank you for watching.